welcome to this evening's meeting. I appreciate everybody being here, those of you who are present and those who are online. We're going to have a moment of silence for our invocation to be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. If you would, please stand with me. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, first item of business is to conduct roll call. Commissioner Sana Gregory.
I am here.
Commissioner Felicia Franklin Warner.
I'm present.
Commissioner Gail Hamburg.
Present.
Commissioner DeMont Davis.
Present.
Madam Clerk, we are all present and accounted for.
Thank you. Our first, sorry about that. Good evening. Welcome to our January 5th, 2021 Board of Commissioners meeting. Our first order of business is adoption of the agenda. Do any members want to make any amendments?
Yes, Mr. Chairman and Board, I have a couple things here. First one is number 10, the salary for Superior Court law clerk. Can we pull that out for executive session for discussion?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was going to make that recommendation that we pull item 9 and 10 until after the executive session to come back out and discuss it at that time.
So
Okay, I also have 13, budget amendment, and also 28, which is the resolution. I'm a bit confused here. Does one go with the other, or have we already decided on the medical examiner's office or position, or is this temporary?
This is for the mobile morgue for the medical examiner's office that we are using as a stopgap measure before we create our own medical examiner's office. This is just a mobile morgue, and we are approving it with one resolution and then moving the funds to be able to pay for it.
Okay, but it's not anything that we've decided on as far as a medical examiner. This is the stopgap.
This is for the trailer itself.
I know, but we were discussing whether or not we were going to take on a medical examiner's
Yes, ma'am, that's on here as
in the
well.
office.
I'm sorry.
I don't recall that being decided. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, we have to decide on it because February 1, the GBI will be no longer servicing us, and we will have nothing in place. So we have to make a decision tonight. Mr. Reed.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, Board. Commissioner, what is on the agenda for tonight under Resolution 2021-16 is the temporary agreement with the contractor that will be providing medical examiner services for the county until such time the board decides what you want to do on a permanent basis, either to create the own medical examiner's office or to go back to the General Assembly and get a coroner. So you're not making a decision today on establishing the medical examiner's office. You're just providing a vote on someone providing those services until you all make a decision what you want to do.
Okay, great. That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, excuse me. And I also, okay, so I'm okay with 13 and 28 then.
Okay, so you never made a motion on the first one. Did you want me to make the motion in reference to?
No. I'm fine with both things. I have one more in case we want to make a motion. I know, do we make a separate motion or, because I have another one, an ordinance, number 18,
Okay, go ahead with your motion.
No. Okay, I move that
For
we
18.
pull out number 10, the salary for Superior Court judge, and discuss that in executive session.
Okay, so that's what I was asking. If you would just make a motion to pull 9 and 10 out for executive session, then we won't have to make separate motions.
Oh, what number did you say? That didn't come
9,
clear.
number 9 and number 10.
Oh, okay. Let me see what 9 is. I know 10.
I'm gonna ask for 9, so if you would just
Oh, okay.
do
Okay, so
do it in your
okay,
motion,
so I'll
then I
include
won't have
9
to
and
make two
10 in my
motions.
motion.
Okay.
So moved.
Okay, Commissioner Warner, second the motion. Those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous. Now, you said something about item 18?
Item 20, yeah, item 18, which is ordinance 2021-5.
Yes.
I would like to take that out, hold that for discussion, a further discussion. That code of conduct,
No, okay, because we
I would
already,
like to take it off tonight and we can discuss it at some other time, maybe a work session or whatever.
we just discussed it at last work session. You need more?
Well, I had equipment problems, so I didn't get a chance to interact in that work session, in that meeting. I think this is serious. I mean, 'cause I saw one or two things that I couldn't believe we even put that in writing. So I would like to, well, let's just take it through. I move that we take number 18 off the agenda and discuss it further in a work session.
Okay, is there a
Second.
Probably moved in second. And those in favor, aye.
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 All right, it's unanimous.
Was that Gregory that made the second?
Yes. Any others?
I'm done.
Which date for the work session?
We'll put it on the next work session. Any other amendments, changes, deletions?
Chair, one other. I'd like to add Resolution 2021-17, which is a resolution authorizing Commissioner Gail Hambrick to partner with Sigma Foundation of Georgia Incorporated to host a drive-through sneaker giveaway event at the Virginia Burton Gray Recreational Center, to authorize the chairman to perform all acts necessary to accomplish the intent of this resolution, to provide an effective date of this resolution for other purposes.
All right, I'll place that in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Properly moved in second. Those in favor, aye.
Aye.
All right.
Opposed?
Do you want it on consent?
Put it on consent. Yes, ma'am. All right, any others? All right, hearing none. Motion to approve or adopt the agenda. Is there a second? I'll make the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Probably moving second. Any questions? Hearing none. Those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's unanimous.
Our next item of business, presentations, proclamations, would be the Veteran of the Month.
All right, our Veteran of the Month is Miss Victoria Story. Specialist, 4th class Victoria Story joined the United States Army on May 25th of 1978. She was in basic training, AIT, and her first duty station was at Fort Gordon, Georgia. She finished the 72nd E telecommunications course as a distinguished honor graduate. Victoria remained at Fort Gordon for 6 months as an instructor in the 72E course. In 1980, the Army transferred her to the 22nd Air Defense Artillery in Gießen, Germany. Victoria and U.S. Army retired Gregory L. Story met in Gießen, Germany in 1980, and they were married in June of 1983. After serving in the military, Specialist Story began a new chapter in her life as an administrative assistant, where she worked for Leon Larson, the regional federal highway administrator in Georgia. She also worked for the Auditor General for the city of Detroit for 6 years, where she also taught several computer courses at a charitable organization while living in Detroit. In April of 2017, Specialist Victoria Story was inducted into the National Veterans Honor Society. In 2019, Specialist Story completed another milestone, which she started in the 1970s, which was to earn a college degree. Not only did she graduate with honors, but she was selected to be the commencement speaker. Specialist Story served as a volunteer for the Special Olympics, as a citizen teacher, and at several health and job fairs. She also spends time painting, writing poetry, reading, and sewing. Please help me recognize Specialist Victoria Story as this month's Veteran of the Month. And I truly hope she is viewing this online so we can say we thank you for your service and wish you the very best. In 2021, we expect to continue to see you doing the great things that you're doing here in Clayton County. All right, Madam Clerk.
The board will now hear public comments. Citizens will be given 3 minutes maximum time limit to speak before the Board of Commissioners. Please state your name and county of residency for the record. Speak clearly into the microphone, and speakers should be courteous, respectful, and not make any disparagatory remarks or use abusive language when addressing the board.
All right, Ms. Stephanie.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you gonna start the clock now? My name is Stephanie Anderson. I'm in District 1 for 16 years. My daughter, Imara Nandi, died from an accident on Felder Road between Kensington and Preston on December 21st, 2019. This past December 21st, I sat at the crash site for approximately 45 minutes, and not once did the traffic signal on Felder Road in Preston turn red. If that traffic signal would have changed to red in 2019, there's a great possibility that my daughter would be here today. The traffic signal is on a sensor and will only change red if there is a car stopped on Preston. Myself and Ms. Howard met with a traffic engineer that explained how signal lights can be programmed. The signal light can be programmed to work on sensor and time. I know there's concern about the traffic being backed up on Felder Road during the busiest time of the day if the light frequently changes red. So during this time, the light can be placed on the sensor, and during the other part of day and night, the light should be changed where it's operating off of time, preventing speeders. So I'm here tonight asking for the commissioners to look into changing the frequency of the traffic signal on Preston and Felder Road as a short-term solution. However, I am also here asking if the commissioners can look into having a long-term solution by adding roundabouts on Felder Road, warning strips on the sides where there is a curb, and flashing lights and signs to get drivers' attention that there is a curb when they're approaching. So just so you know, there were 94 vehicle accidents in 2020 on Felder Road between Highway 42 and Mount Zion Road, a 2-mile stretch, even with the shutdown due to COVID-19. So it probably would have been more. And again, I do want to say thank you to yourself and the other commissioners, and to Dietrich and Chief Roberts and Captain Hill for making sure that we did get the permanent radar sign placed on Felder Road. Thank you.
Thank you. Veronica Lyles. No, that way. Oh, sorry to hear that.
A little nervous, it's my first time. My name is Veronica Lyles. I have been a resident on Felder Road for 23 years. Over these years, I have witnessed many accidents. In 2014, a Ford F-150 crashed through my home. My daughter would have been killed if she had been present in the room. My house is located on a curb. If we could install a sign that says curb ahead with flashing lights, maybe that could minimize those type of things. Also, what are those things called? On the side of the road? What is it?
Warning strip.
Warning strips. That would greatly help too. 3 months ago, there was a crash at midnight and someone fell asleep. And if those strips would have been there, that person most likely would have not ended up at Grady in Trauma 1. She ended up taking my mother's mailbox out, the neighbor's mailbox out, and was in a ditch in the next house over.
Where about is this curve that you live in?
It is.
Right after Kensington.
Thank
Let
you.
her answer, ma'am.
I had a stroke, so yeah, it's right after Kensington.
Where? I'm sorry.
Kensington. I could literally walk to it. Also, people barrel down Fielder Road 60 miles per hour. My son cannot play in the front yard. I cannot check my mail without being hyper vigilant because I could get hit by a vehicle. People do not go the speed limit. It is not treated like a residential street. It's treated like an interstate.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mickey Garber.
Mr. Chairman, I respectfully yield the floor to the next speaker.
Thank you, sir. Madam Clerk, that concludes public comment. And before we go on, I'd definitely be remiss if I didn't tell everybody Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to a great 2021.
Our next item of business is to approve the consent agenda.
All right, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Is there a second? I'll second the motion. Are there any questions on any of the items? All right, hearing none, those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous.
The next item is item number 29, which is Resolution 2021-6, a resolution providing for the designation of the Vice Chair for the Board of Commissioners.
All right, is there a motion?
I move that we.
Yes, I would like to, Mr. Chairman,
Madam.
I would like to nominate.
Miss Commissioner Hambrick, Commissioner Davis was speaking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'd like to nominate Commissioner Sona Singleton Gregory for Vice Chair.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Properly moved in second. Those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous.
The next item is Board Appointment Zoning Advisory. This is Commissioner Franklin, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You started it. Go ahead. I don't have a problem. Oh, goodness. All right, Board Appointment Zoning Advisory Board, Commissioner Franklin Warner's selection. It'll be for Mr. Herschel Treywick's position, who resigned from the ZAG Board December 31st, 2020. The new appointment will fill his unexpired term. New term will begin December 31st, 2020, and will expire August 19th, 2021. Commissioner Franklin Warner.
Yes, I would like to nominate Pastor Dante Long for that position, who lives in District 3.
Is there a second?
Second.
Properly moved in second. Those in favor, aye.
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 Opposed? It's unanimous. Next, board appointments to the Ethics Board, Commissioner Gregory's selection. This is a one-year appointment that begins with District 1 and continuing in numerical order on January 1st of each year. This year starts over with District 1, Commissioner Gregory.
Mr. Chair, I would like to hold this until the third meeting. I've got somebody good, but we've got to make sure it fits her schedule. So, and also I'd like to, there's another board appointment for me. I'm going to ask to hold that one as well until they confirm it.
Okay, so unless any other board member has a problem, well, it's her selection. So we're going to hold board appointments for the Ethics Board and the Department of Behavioral Health at Commissioner Gregory's request until next meeting, Commissioner, or when you want to put it back on?
Next meeting.
Until next meeting, which is January 19th. All right, do we need executive session?
Yes, on personnel only.
All right, can I get a motion? I will make the motion to go into executive session for personnel. Is there a second?
Second.
Probably moved in second. Those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous. Everybody have a great evening, unless you stick around, and appreciate you being here. How about that? All right, Commissioner Felicia Franklin Warner.
I'm present.
Commissioner Sana Gregory.
I'm here.
Commissioner Gail Hambrick.
I'm here.
Commissioner Demont Davis.
Present.
All present and accounted for. Ms. Ambles. Oh, wait a minute, motion to reconvene. Thank you.
Second. Or motion.
All right, properly moved and second. Those
And
in,
Chairman, I'm on the line. I'm on the line.
okay. Those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous. Ms. Ambles, present your first request.
Okay, yes, sir. On behalf of the Office of the Solicitor, I'm sorry, that's what the LR, let me go back to the request. I apologize, you all. So I'll start with the Solicitor General. On behalf of the Office of the Solicitor General, we have received a request for the approval of additional step increases for 5 employees that are listed in the documentation that have been provided to the board. There is a budgetary impact of $19,801. However, the solicitor's budget will be able to absorb the cost.
All right, is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved and second by Commissioner Hambrick. Any questions? Hearing none, those in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? It's unanimous. Next, Ms. Ambles.
On behalf of Court Administration, Human Resources is submitting for your consideration a step increase for the hold on one second, I apologize, you all. We're asking for a step increase for law clerks of Superior Court. The cost of the request is $2,966, and there is funding in the court administration budget to cover the cost. So once again, we are asking for a step increase for law clerks of Superior Court. Cost $2,966, but there is enough in the budget to cover the cost of this request.
All right, is there a motion? I'll make the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, second by Commissioner Gregory. Any questions? Those in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? It's unanimous. Next.
And on behalf of Human Resources, in accordance with Civil Service Rule 4.103, we are requesting a reclassification of Human Resources Assistant Manager to address a parity issue. Detailed information has been provided to the board on the LR. There are 2 positions impacted, and the cost is $10,039 for each, for a total of $20,078.
All right, is there a motion? I'll make the motion. Is there a
Yes, I'd like to
second?
make the motion to accept the changes to HR.
All right, Commissioner Hambrick made the motion. I'll second the motion. Are there any questions? Hearing none. Those in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? It's unanimous. Ms. Ambles, that covers it, right? That's all your requests?
Sorry, Chair.
Is that all your requests?
Yes, sir, that's it. Thank you, board. I appreciate you all.
All right, thank you. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second? I'll make the second. Those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, everybody have a great evening. God bless.